All right, here we are at Coons, Tyson's Toyota. I mean, how many days have I been to this place, right? So, let's check out the deal today. Hard to believe people are at 9 o'clock, but that's what they tell me. So, let's see what we can get accomplished today. I'll be amazed if All right, we're here at Tyson's Toyota, Coons, where I've been coming here since 1982, and it wasn't Coons back at that time, so I know a lot of people here. So here's the Lunar Rock. You know what's interesting is this definitely has a different look to it, and I really haven't seen it much in person. I've seen it going down the road, and it's definitely got that green color in it, and I think it's really like a love-hate, like that Gold Rush product. And I mean, I think it's pretty cool, and the new technology in the 2021, right? 2021? Yes, this is a 2021, and they updated, I believe, with your keyless ignition, and they updated it with the car Apple Play, and what's the name? eTune. What's the tune? What do they call it? eTune. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's got the new eTune in it. So I'm not excited about the top rack thing, even though it kind of gives a good look to it, but at the same time, I don't know if I really like that or not. Let's see the interior here. It should be the black. Typical, yeah. Wow, so the infotainment's a little bigger. That's nice. You know, so cool. Very cool. Now, I saw this vehicle on the Carfax came from the South, Alabama or Louisiana or something like that. Yeah, so let's go here. And like, I'm so used to these automatic back ones. Nice. Very cool. So far, cherry condition. It's one of my cars, if you know what I mean. Nice little steps. You know, I don't know. You know, I think these steps right here, I can only see the use of that, of going up here like this here. Hey, clean the car, make it a little easier. So that's nice. So here's the driver's seat. Durable. 9,600 miles. Sunroof. So yeah, very nice. It's a very nice package. Haven't popped the hood. Let's look at the hood. I should say look under the hood. Isn't that interesting? So there's the brake down there, yep. Okay. Pop the hood here. Now, question is, does it have, probably have to have, oh good, has struts. So, motor's clean. Nice. So yeah, nice car. If we can make the numbers work on this, I'll be owning 2 4Runners. Yeah, I doubt it. This will be a project. Little does the sales guy here know, I'm the high maintenance customer, but he's happy right now, so that's a good thing. All right, so, this is dangerous. They've got a supercharged Ram TRX sitting here on the dealer's lot. Oh no, this isn't good. This is not good. And here's the daughter. Let's see here. I don't know. Where can we put her? All right, so now let's get in. My last Toyota 4Runner, the Blue Cavalry, it had the actual, you had to put the key in the ignition, you know. You can go back more. The good old, that V6 motor, this is where the Toyota Tacoma product, they went the wrong direction. I've had the Toyota Tacoma Pros, the latest, greatest, 2 of them. And I've talked about this numerous times in some of my videos when I do my Ford Ranger review. And Toyota totally goofed up, not using, you got a low tire warning here, not using, and not ironic, right? Tires and low pressures. So not using this existing V6 motor. And that's the reason I'm looking at this vehicle. I like this V6 motor. if it was the new generation Tacoma V6 motor, I wouldn't buy this truck or this 4Runner. All right, let's get going down the road here. I got passengers with me, and let's see what our little, let's see how good I am or not. Where is all my information? Stay. Let's see here. Vehicle tire pressures. That's interesting. So it's just probably low pressures because it's a cold morning. That'd be my guess. Now, let's see here. But this is such, these 4Runner Pros, they're just such a great product. And I've had the Raptor trucks. And what I get out of this Pro is when you drive the back roads, this thing just gobbles up the bumps. I mean, now what's interesting, so yeah, look at these low pressure, we're real low, but it's nothing life-threatening to us. So, you know, what I'm feeling already is I've been riding around my Ford Ranger that's got a tuner kit on it, and that thing just flies down the road, so I can already feel the differences in the power, but not bad. You know, the vehicle, you know, it's a 4Runner. What do you expect? It's not like going to be a 400 horsepower vehicle, but at the same time, what you get out of this Pro product is the suspension, and the suspension just does a really good job of giving you a soft, comfortable ride, but not so soft that, you know, it feels like you're bouncing down the road. That's one complaint that you get out of the Ford Ranger vehicle, is it, you know, it's a little bit more of a bouncy vehicle. So it's so interesting. I'm so used to riding around in 500 horsepower, 700 horsepower cars. You know, this here is for sure like the dog, you know, because I'm driving a much, you know, a 276 horsepower vehicle. So now the question is, does that rear roof rack give us a lot of turbulence and noise? Like right now, I'm hearing overhead noise. So my assumption is, number one, it's these little rain visors that this person put on aftermarket. That's number one. Number two is, I don't think we could get that turbulence from that roof rack up here. What do you think? What's your thoughts? You hearing that? Kind of yeah, but are you hearing the noise?
I think it's the tires.
No, I kind of hear a little bit of a wind noise.
Well, I hear it,
but I think it's these. I think it's these vent visors.
No, I think it's the vehicle. Like, I just think it's the
design of the vehicle.
Yeah.
But it's so incredible. I can so tell these tires are so deflated that I can just feel how it's kind of keeping the vehicle a little bit more of a sluggish. You know, my guess would be these are 32 to 35 psi, 36. So we're off by 10 pounds. That would be my guess, and I can kind of feel that. Now, another nice thing about the 4Runner Pro and the 4Runner in general, you don't feel like you're sitting in the windshield. That's a big complaint that I've had with the Tacoma Pros, is you literally feel like you're in the windshield. You know, because of the design of the seating and your head. And it's interesting, once I can kind of get my one hand off the other hand of doing other things, I'm going to see if I can get this seat to go down a little further. So yeah, it does. That's good. Okay. Definitely kicks it back, you know? You know what I mean? So, all right. All right. Here comes a nice little bumpy for us. See that? I mean, that's just what this vehicle does. And what I've done, I've driven this vehicle down the back roads, right? Where I live out in the country, and there's some big time, long dirt, terrible roads, and the 4Runner just gobbles up all the bumps and imperfections of the road, you know. And then I'll drive my Jeep down that same road. Yeah, good luck. You about I think you're gonna go off the road. So the 4Runner Pro, in my eyes, is a really good product for the money and longevity, and it'll hold its value. Even in this crazy used car market, you're probably going to overpay for it. But if you keep it long term, you know, you're fine. If you're buying it to flip it, then, you know, no way. You're wasting your time on that. That's not going to happen. But if you're buying it to keep it for 2, 3, 4 years, you're good. This vehicle, I guarantee you 4 or 5 years from now, will still be worth $40,000. And it could have 70, 80,000 miles on it. That's just where the market is today with vehicles. So All right, follow me along here as we continue to evaluate and assess the situation. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna jump from that Ram TRX just because I'm a Hellcat guy and I gotta drive one of those. You know, I have to get the TRX experience. All right, so let's check out the new features since, you know, I'm exposed to the higher end vehicles that have all the technology. And so this does have the adaptive cruise. I can tell just by this right here, this little icon. That means it's got adaptive. The e-tune has been updated, which I personally think that Toyota's technology is not the greatest. I mean, it's, you know, it's okay because I have the new Avalon, I had the brand new Supra, and you know, for the most part, it you know, it works and all, but it's just, I don't know. Part of me's got mixed feelings on that. I wonder if this has the wireless Waze capability. Do you know that answer? Do you know if it has a wireless Waze capability?
No, it does not.
Okay, so no wireless. Okay, right. And then no, does it have the wireless charging for the phone? I doubt it does. I don't see any area down here to do that. And it's not a big deal because those wireless charging things are very temperamental. You can actually burn your freaking hand touching your phone because those wireless charging pads, I mean, your phone gets extremely hot. Yeah, I'm in the right spot here? I think I am, yeah. I haven't driven down this road in a while, so yeah, I'm here, I'm good. So, anyway, so, you know, the new infotainment center that I call it, it looks good. I like that setup with the auto and shifter. Got your 2 cup holders. I like, you know, the dash looks nice. The steering wheel feels kind of funky right now because I think it's too far away from me, which I gotta kind of lower it and bring it down. There you go. See that? It's manual. It's not automatic like some. And steering angle, that's interesting. Okay, the tire pressure's up a little bit here. So let's see here. Over there. All right. But, you know, what's really interesting is vehicles, since I ride around in such powerful vehicles, you know, it's nice, but is it like get up and, you know, and give you a little neck snap? Well, no, that's not going to happen. Is it a really practical vehicle, good vehicle? Yes, for sure. That's why it's so sought after. Go do your research on the internet and look for TRD Pro 4Runners. Very, very, very small, you know, availability in the product. And then good luck buying a new one because these dealerships are now charging like $25,000 to $30,000 ADM on the new ones, which I mean, talk about living in crazy times. I mean, and you know, and I was looking at a Raptor here just 3 days ago and 25 ADM, and a guy walked in and paid 25 ADM. So just incredible. I mean, life is good, I guess, right? I tell you, that used to be a gym. So I used to go back behind that building back in 1982, and there was a weightlifting gym there. That's where I used to go back in the 80s to do my powerlifting and weightlifting in the good old days when I was the salesman's age and physique. Yeah, that all changes after about 30 years. All right, don't hit any cars, don't hit the lady with the dog. Let's get on back, and now let's take the TRX out. Let's go do the Trex, Trexorus, or whatever you call it, right? T-Rex? T-Rex, here he goes. Being I'm a Ford guy, but I'm a Mopar guy too. That's the guy just about took my spot. You know, and here's the Bronco, which why are I looking at this, right? Why don't I buy this one? Let's do that. Let's check that out too. Let's just check them all out, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you look at how much is the TRX?
Too much.
But is it 130 or
No. Actually, it's $98,000. But I guarantee you the sticker on it, MSRP, was probably 76 or 78. Yeah, it's fun to look and touch, but yeah, you know, right? I sincerely doubt that'll deal would go down.
I like the TRD Pro 4Runner.
There you go. So now the gentleman here is being very nice. Let me have the key here. So let's do no remote start. Isn't that interesting? So no remote start, but that's all right. So let's do the general walk around, but you really can't be in here, so let's just jump in it. Let's just start it, and let's see what we got here. Boy, hey, it's the Rebel interior, which the daughter can't stand. It's the Rebel interior. That's classic.
What happened? Why don't I like it?
I don't know. I thought you didn't like the Rebel interior. So let's hear how she...
I don't like the Rebel.
276 miles. Now that's class. All right. So this is dangerous. Yikes. We are in the TRX truck to take a test drive. And wow. And I just sold my Ram 1500.
Dad, how's the turning radius?
So what's interesting here is, where's the camera? Well, it's like any big truck
But
like
Dad,
this.
you didn't answer.
Well, I don't know yet. It's not great because it's a big ass truck. You know, see that and feel the frickin' steering wheel.
Watch out.
Oh, I know. I see him. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Nobody gets hurt. Priority one. Oh wow, pretty badass. Here comes the guy hauling ass.
Not really.
Oh, he was. He's in a quadrifoglio or whatever it is. Quadrifoglio. You know, here's all right. So instant feel, pretty potent. Okay, so. But what's interesting, I just drove the 37 Raptor here about a week ago.
Dad, does this have 700 horsepower?
Yes, it does. Yeah, so the sales guy is up to date on this. Check the auto. Put this on auto. Can you do that? Climate.
I know what to do.
Oh, my daughter is on it. So it's over here on top. There you go. Now get the temperature correct. Okay? Yeah, there you go. 72 or so. Is yours going with it now? So I know this whole truck's, you know, infotainment, all the, but you know, it's got a little bit of a lag right there. I could kind of feel that. Yeah, so she's definitely, so I got the 770 horsepower super, it's a Shelby truck, and right now I'd have to say, I've seen the races with them and everything, and right now, totally like, to me, the same. The power-wise feel in this truck feels just like my Super Snake. And you know, think about this stuff. My Super Snake 770, this is 702, but I think this has more torque in it. But I can definitely feel the big-ass tires. I can just feel, you know, this is a lot of material going down the road. So I'll be amazed if you get, you know, we already know it's gonna be a 10 mile per gallon vehicle, maybe 12. You know, for me, since I have all the power cars, you know, that's respectable. It's pretty much about the same. But here's the thing, stopping these things, this is where I talk about in my videos. This is so much truck. You know, they just don't, you know, this is not a car where you come to a stop. You know, it's not bad, you know, for a lot of vehicle, but it's not the, it didn't kick right there. That should have kicked down a little bit more to give you a little bit more of that oomph, if you know what I mean on that. So it doesn't have like that neck snapping feel. I haven't felt that yet. Have you really felt that?
I think this is really cool.
Oh, it is, but you know, I'm the Ford guy, and all my Dodge buddies make fun of my Ford products, and right now, no way.
I think your two-door is more.
You know, my two-door definitely, and you know, it's a no-brainer. It's a two-wheel drive, two-door truck. It's not a four-door. It's heavy as this. There you go. Not bad. But you can tell this motor seems to be a little more tamed down. And what I'm feeling is all the technology in this vehicle, you know, without snapping something like your transfer case or whatever it is, you know, I can just kind of feel in this vehicle the purpose of like the torque being controlled. All right, so here's another thing we haven't thought about, which I just thought about. So we got modes right here. So see here, where's our modes? That'll be interesting. We'll come up here.
Your traction control is on.
Well, no. Okay, it is. All right, so what have we gone to though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where? Okay, so mud, sand, rock, Baja. So where's sport? We should have a sport mode. Sport. Okay, so this is probably gonna change things a little bit. Got traction control off, and this thing ain't like a car and busting loose. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be that ignorant. All right, so here we go. Yeah, respectable. Not bad. Not bad, but a lot of I can feel a lot of the tire and the suspension under me. You know, so I can definitely feel, you know, this is a big ass truck. I mean, you're not gonna get, but here's the thing, guys, the Ford 37 Raptor rides smoother than this truck right here. Now, a lot of guys think, oh, no way, man, no. The Ford now, the V6, you know, is it this? It's not it, but at the same time, that V6 Raptor off the low end gets going, no problem at all. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, hey, this is a nice truck, but, you know, for me, I'm still on the Ford Raptor page. I just really like the Raptor truck, the Raptor package, and I just feel like the Raptor is the better package personally. Yeah, so sorry, Ram Hellcat guys. You know, is this a nice truck? It is. Very nice truck. If I had the option, a Raptor 37 or this, Raptor 37. You know, this actually is bumpy. So this truck does not absorb the bumps as well as the Raptor truck does. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, I sold my, you know, highest end Land Rover, Range Rover, over after I bought a Raptor because the Raptor rode smoother and nicer than my Land Rover did. So I'm glad I've had a chance today to drive this truck because it's badass. It's cool, but I can tell you it does not ride like the Raptor. You know, no way. So now I'm kind of talking to the others in the vehicle with me, and I'm saying the Raptor rides like that 4Runner Pro does, where it just soaks up the bumps. This doesn't soak up the bumps. This is more of a rigid type of ride, and it's like the new Bronco. So I've driven the new Bronco, same thing. New Bronco, you know, I've been many videos I've talked about. I've ordered 2 of them. Do I really ever pick them up and buy them? I don't know. I'd say it's 50-50 chance. And it's the same experience. You feel this real rough, you know, I shouldn't say rough. I should say more of a stiffer underpinnings of the suspension. So you literally feel the bumps. When you hit the bumps, you feel the truck bounce around. The Raptor, you hit those bumps, you don't feel them. You know, you feel, it's just incredible. So the Raptor in my eyes has a better suspension. And I've seen tons of YouTube videos and we see what goes on if you follow them. Yeah, badass Hellcat motor, badass fast, but true off-road as far as Baja style, no way. The Raptor is going to take this vehicle.
So today I'm going to be doing a walk around on the TRD 4Runner Pro, and it is used but still freshly used. So we first have the back end, plenty of room. It's bigger than the Jeep was that I had. Has the nice little net here to catch anything. And you have the weather guard mats in there. You have the back seat. Very roomy. Plenty of room for everyone, am I right? You have the front seat. You do not feel like you're up in the windshield, which I personally really like. You have the electronic seats, upwards, forwards. Got the back thing. You have the kind of old style shifter for your gears. You have 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive. And nice steering wheel. You have the sunroof. You do have a nice roof rack. And the electronics in this vehicle are very nice in my opinion. Hey, this is Ice Age TV and I'm going to be doing a walk around on the TRD 4Runner Pro. So first we open the door. Easy get in and get out of, quickly slide in. You have the old style shifter. You have the automatic back rear window up and down, full rear window. You have the off-roading capabilities up here. You have the old style shifters, and this is not an automatic one like the newer day vehicles have. You have the key start, which the older vehicles did not have. They had the key start. I mean electronic start. That's electronic start. You do have adaptive cruise. You have the capability to hang up your phone, answer it. Some vehicles don't have that. You have the electronic seats, forwards, backwards, lumbar support, all of that. You can go up and down. And then you have the sunroof. Full. You can slide it so you don't have one, or you do have one. You have LED, not LED, but yellow lights. Those are nice. You have the windows. Capability to roll them up and down. And more.
All right, so now daughter and I are gonna go get lunch while they're working on the deal for the Toyota Pro Lunar Rock Edition 4Runner. And man, I just jumped in this Tremor since my daughter drove it up. I've been driving the Ranger this morning, and oh my god, man, this thing is so much fun. And just remember, the last vehicle I just drove was a Ram TRX. And I know I'll piss a lot of Ram TRX guys off, you know, but it isn't intentional. I'm just sharing the information. The Ram TRX, yeah, you know, it's cool, it's badass, it's fast, but if I have to make my choices, I'm gonna take the Tremor F350. I would take the Tremor F250 7.3 gas Godzilla. And the reason I say that is a lot of guys are like, oh, that's why. And okay, so the reason I'm saying this, so you know, the reason I'm making these comments is because remember, if you watch my video of the dually, I sold my dually. The usability of this F350, the F250, it's so versatile. Now, if that Ram TRX truck had 12,000, you know, K capability of towing like my car hauler, then yeah, you know, for sure I'd think, yeah, that's not a bad option. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't. So it's not as versatile. Even like the Raptor, if you watch any of my videos, and I even said a while back, I said, you know, if I had to start narrowing down the vehicles that I own, then the Raptor would go, you know, the dually would go, you know, those would be vehicles. And this is back when my business, you know, back in early June, I just really started to kind of feel like that, you know, this country's situation wasn't getting much better. So I started thinking to myself, you know, what would I keep and what would I, you know, sell? And so, you know, my guys be like, well, you got rid of the Raptor? No way, man. You know, oh my God, you're right. Hey, you got rid of the dually? No way, man. But yeah, I know. But here's the thing, usability of the vehicle is what, you know, makes more sense to me.
Dad, when we get to Super Chicken,
it's all about lunch. She's hungry again.
No, Dad.
So let me finish this up when we talk about Super Chicken here. It's right here. So we're going to get lunch and Super Chicken. So anyways, you know, I'm just trying to not really offend anybody out there. You know, I'm thinking more just versatile vehicle. That's what I'm talking about when, you know, and sure, am I going to buy a Raptor truck over the F250 on versatility? Of course, I'm going to buy the Raptor. I'm going to buy the Tremor F250 or keep my F350 over that. So, you know, just more about what makes sense being a more versatile vehicle. And that's all I'm really saying about the Ram TRX. Hey, man, badass truck. It doesn't ride like the Raptor, you know, so that to me is a negative on that. But yeah, it's potent, it's fun. And if that's just that stiff suspension was in relation to it being able to tow more, then yeah. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that vehicle has a 10K, 12K towing capability. I don't look at that. You know what I mean? All right, lunchtime.
Dad.
My daughter's saying, hey, Dad, have you always been a talker? And I wasn't. You know, in all sincereness, I was a pretty quiet guy. Kid's getting a kick out of that. As I run over the motorcyclist. Hey, buddies, how are ya? And crunch. Who the hell did that? So, anyways, he'll watch me drive out here with my phone in my hands. I'm driving and give me a citation. All right, so I guess the kids had energy. She's kind of wound up now. Got her that super chicken, so I guess that's like that super coffee. Get the super coffee, super chicken, you be a super person. So, yeah, we're gonna head on back now. In all sincereness, I'll be amazed if this deal goes down because of all the information I shared earlier in my video today. And what's interesting is I didn't really think I'd be here today at this dealership doing all this. I really thought that
we'd be at the car meet in Leesburg.
Yeah, if I didn't have to work, she's exactly right. But my schedule to take care of my business kind of creates conflict, and you know, life. What's more important, your job and making money, or hanging out, polishing your car, right? So you'd be like, wait a second, isn't your whole video channel about polishing cars?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Sunday, and you know what you find out when you have these crunch the number deals, sometimes the correct individuals aren't in, and you know, it turns into a Monday situation. So I'd have to say right now that the odds are to go to Monday. I'll be in. Even at that, you know, it's interesting, you know, to see how things I've been talking about a lot is, you know, do people start, you know, pulling back? Do people start, you know, changing their buying habits? And you know, the doom and gloom, which that was my presentation yesterday, was, you know, does the doom and gloom start to happen like so many are predicting? You know, a lot of people really think that things are going to start, you know, something I told you, I don't feel like yabba dabba doing about that all day long. I'm going to be the guy that's going to be the winner at the end of the day, right? Hey, we know that place.
Green Demon.
Yeah, probably want 150 grand for that one.
I don't know, it's either a demon or a red eye. Dad, slow down.
You know, it's incredible how I've been in this area now since 1980, and I was saying earlier, I mean, it's just incredible how this area has grown up, and anybody else around would be like, yeah, I know that, duh. Where I live, same thing. But, you know, some, I think towns are all different, as we know, and I have to say this town is just the last. And look at that, the National Automotive Dealers Association, NADA, right there in that building. You see that?
Yes.
That's the National Automotive Dealers Association.
What is
Headquarters, that's the headquarters. It's, you know, the market.
Student driver, watch out.
So this is where...
Watch out, there's a student driver.
This is Stallman Volkswagen back in 1980, the fall of 83, I believe, maybe fall of 84. I think it was spring, I can't remember. That's where I bought my Volkswagen GTI. That I'll show you pictures. That I'll show you the pictures of where I crashed it. Brand new, my first brand new Volkswagen GTI. It was a gray color.
Okay, I saw it.
And I ended up crashing it, and that's when my life got turned upside down for a while for not being able to have a new car or really have a car anymore per se, because that destroyed my driving record. When you're in a crash all by yourself, so here we are, just the Ram, just the TRX. You know, this 7.3 Godzilla motor, you know, if you were to supercharge this thing, but it's just too much, it's too much vehicle, you know, it's just way, you know, these trucks, that's the thing about that TRX, I could already tell at the higher speeds, that little short run I did as a test drive of that vehicle, I could already tell, you know, that vehicle is just so much vehicle that you can't, you know, it becomes very hard to control. I mean, it's just too much vehicle, too much material. All right, let's focus on the 4Runner Pro. And then my friend is saying, I wouldn't buy one of those. I'd wait till 2023 and a rehash redo. I'm like, yeah, I'll pass on that. You can think about it. I could just keep this probably for 2-3 years. There it is.
There's the 2021 GT500.
And, And I could, I guarantee I'd get good money for it 2-3 years from now. But why do I do that? Just keep it, right? Hey, place is getting a little busier. This place used to be a zoo. I mean, I'm not lying to you. This place used to be packed with people. And it's a Sunday. What I've been told from car dealers is, sunny days are to their disadvantage. Rainy days are their advantage. Okay. All right. So, finishing up here. This is the 4Runner Pro Lava Rock. That'll be a tomorrow decision. And in all fairness, it's one of these things where it gets kind of heavy, gets deep. The numbers make sense. So hopefully